That's how you know that that's the one you're meant to be with. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, today let's talk about how to recognize the one that you're meant to be with. How it feels when you've found the one. Recently I made a video about how to attract true love, and we talked about things like patience and taking your time to really get to know somebody, letting it build over time, substance, who is this person, what are they all about, thinking about things like their mindset. Do you guys have a similar way of viewing the world? Are you going to be the right match for each other? And then devotion. You know, are you committed to one another? Can you grow together? And when you start to embody this type of mindset, that's how you're going to attract true love, something that's going to last and withstand life, like a real partner. So in today's video, I want to share with you how it feels when you find the right person. So the first video was about how to attract them. This video is about how it feels when you have found your true match, how it feels when you've been working on your energy, taking your time, growing as a person, your self-love, your self-worth, and your connection with the universe. Being okay single, right? Because that's really important, is to feel whole within yourself first. Then, once you're solid in who you are, the universe can bring you your match. It's gonna match your vibration. You guys are gonna be on the same wave. So that's why it's so important to work on ourselves first. Drop me a comment and let me know, have you found the love of your life? This is how it feels when you find the one. When you find the one that you're meant to be with, you're going to understand why it never worked out with anybody else. It's a beautiful experience to see your reflection and know that the universe was protecting you all those times that it didn't work out. The universe was guiding you and teaching you and molding you into the person that you were meant to be this entire time. And so when you meet the one that you're supposed to be with, when you meet the one for you, you're going to then see, oh my gosh, wow, that's why it didn't work out with so-and-so or so-and-so. They were not really for me. We're not going to serve my highest good ultimately. And it's not about resenting your former partners either, because everyone teaches you one thing or another. Tough lessons or good times, bad times, it's all serving a purpose. But I just feel like when you meet the one that you're meant to be with, it was worth any trials and tribulations you may have gone through, any heartache, any tough lessons. It's worth it, because you are not able to, we're always growing, like we're always learning through everything that we're going through. And so a lot of times those tough relationships were just refining you and making you into the person that you needed to be to receive this big blessing, which is the one that's truly meant for you. When we're immature, when we are not healed, when we don't really know who we are, a lot of times we're gonna put that pain onto our partner. We're gonna bring all of our traumas and all of our negative mindsets and negative conditioning from the world and pour that into the relationship, and that means hurting people that you love. A lot of times those first relationships, they were rocky so that you could learn who you were and you can make decisions about your values and yourself, discover who you are and who you choose to be in this world, and discover your true self inside. So as you do this, you start to release, right? You start to let go. Some relationships fall out of your life. You choose to release people. You go your separate ways, and it can be painful, but ultimately you'll understand why it didn't work out with anyone else when you find the one that you're meant to be with. And it's like this beautiful icing on the cake. The cake is your self-growth, and the cake is your self-love and self-worth, who you are at this present moment. That's the cake. Nice and moist and delicious. But then when you meet the one that you're meant to be with, that's like the icing on the cake, where you're like, wow, I'm so glad I got through that. Wow, I'm so glad I didn't give up on love. Wow, I'm so glad that I became who I was meant to be so that I could meet them. So how it feels when you find the one, your own love story becomes your favorite love story. Because you know, we're always watching those movies, right? And a lot of times we can have ideals of how love is supposed to go, especially the fairy tales, right? But you know that you have found the one that you are meant to be with when your own love story becomes your favorite one. All of the ups and the downs, all the drama, okay? Any tears, you know, the making up, that love connection, that healing, choosing love, choosing healing, choosing growth, and learning about yourself. When you make a mistake, you do something wrong, and getting to know yourself, because relationships in life are a big mirror. And so a lot of times your partner is going to reflect back things to you that you have to work on. You know, are you stubborn? Do you need to embody more patience, or maybe too much pride, or it can go on and on, right? But that's like part of the gift of relationship, is somebody there to love you through it and really ride for you, ride with you, and be there, like be that balance that you need in your life. The divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together, you know, to make that harmony, to make that unison. And so your own love story becomes your favorite one. You cherish it because it's the one that you're creating in real life and that you are experiencing. You're feeling the love in your heart and you're observing it. You know, you're sitting back and you think about all the details and just how everything unfolds with such divine timing, and how everything in your lives have led to this moment. Like if one thing would have been different, the whole scenario would have been different. That's how you know that you found the one you're meant to be with. Your own love story becomes your favorite, and you feel all gushy and ooey gooey inside. That's part of it, you guys. Being in your feels, it's okay, you know. And so that's why in that first video I talked about making sure that you're in a healthy space to attract somebody who's really going to take care of your heart. It's so important, because once we give our hearts away, once we are in love, it's so deep, right? And so be mindful of this. But you know that you found the right one when you're like telling everybody about it. You know, you can't stop gushing about it. Everyone can hear it in your voice. They can read it on your face. The music you're listening to, you know, your own love story is your favorite. And one day you can tell your kids about it. So the next way that you'll know you have found the one, you're gonna feel safe to love them. Okay, and this is huge, ladies. Like, we want to tap into our intuition, fellas too. Your body is not going to lie to you. Everything is connected, and your body is serving you in so many ways, and so subtly. So you want to tune in and see how you feel in this person's presence with their energy, right? The unseen. And if you're going to feel safe to love them, to go all in, to give your heart and all of you. You know, your body and your spirit, your time, your energy. You're gonna feel safe to love them. They're gonna feel like home. They're gonna feel like a place that nourishes you. You're gonna feel safe. You're gonna feel comforted. Your soul is gonna say, yes, this is the one, you know? So it's not about how things physically look. It's about how inside your soul is speaking to you and is agreeing that this other being, this other spirit is good for us. It attracts, there's an attraction there, but it's for the right reasons, right? It's not about physically, it's about spiritually and vibrationally, energetically, and you feel aligned and you feel calm, you feel peaceful, you feel sure. Then you know that you have found the one that you're meant to be with. You feel like you can be yourself. That's really important. This is how you know that you have found the one, when you can be silly together, when you can take off the different layers, spend time with each other, there's no rush, it feels good. Not to say that things will always be perfect, but it's gonna be so much more good than bad. And you know, a big red flag for me in the past was just something feeling off in someone's presence, like something could go wrong at any moment, not feeling safe, feeling like I couldn't really put my finger on it, but it just was feeling off. So that's your intuition speaking to you. You know that you found the one when you feel peaceful and you feel happy and you feel safe. You know, you can share your innermost thoughts with them. You can share your bed with them, your home, your family, your entire life. As the divine feminine, we have to feel safe enough to be led by our partner, right? And so that's why you'll know that that's the one you're meant to be with. When you feel safe enough that you trust them to lead you. If you're the feminine watching this, then your partner is leading. You trust them to protect you. You trust them to guide you. You'll know that they're one for you when they're bringing you closer to your creator. They're bringing you closer to source. Like, that's how you're gonna know it's the right relationship for you. They're calling you higher. They're uplifting you. They're loving you in the ways that we deserve to be loved. And so you're doing the same thing for them. When you really feel safe to let yourself bloom, you know, think about a flower when it blooms and it just opens like that. It's grown, it's being nourished with the water, with the sunlight, and now it just blossoms, you know, like that's how it'll feel. You'll feel safe to bloom into you and being your fullest expression, authenticity, and you're gonna feel safe, and that's a beautiful place to be. That's how you'll know it's real love, and that's how you'll know, oh my gosh, this is the person, this is the soul that I'm meant to be with. How it feels when you found the one. You are gonna feel so grateful, okay? So if your partner feels like a blessing, like a gift, then you know that you have found the one, okay? If they feel like a headache, if they feel like you wanna run, no, that's not the one. The one you're meant to be with is gonna feel like God has rewarded you in your life for surrendering to God, your relationship with the universe, your relationship with yourself, the choices that you've been making about your life. You've been growing, you've been healing, you've been forgiving, you've been living from your heart space, you have been elevating, focusing on that relationship with your creator. Then God rewards that with a beautiful partner, because the alignment's there, right? We talked about like alignment. When you align with your highest self, you know, it's kind of like the universe can bless you and bring you this gift that maybe you didn't think existed, but you hoped it did, right? And God's like, yes, here you are, because now you're ready. You've been working on yourself, and now you have someone else to build with and to continue to grow with. If the relationship feels like a gift and it feels like a blessing, then you know you have found the one that you're meant to be with. You know, this is how it should feel. It's really beautiful to make a video like this, you guys, because I'm in a place in my life where I just never even dared to dream about these kind of feelings, because I was like, there's no way, like it's just in the movies. And that's why I told you that this love story, your love story, will become your favorite one. It's no longer like just a fantasy on TV or anything like that. Like, no, it's possible for you to fall in love with yourself and God, and then for God to bring you a match that also is in alignment with where you're at in your life. And so I keep bringing it back to us, because I feel like that's where it all starts. It starts with you, and life is a reflection. So then your partner is going to reflect you of where you really are in your heart and in your spirit. And so when you're feeling in a high vibration and you're feeling peaceful and you've been doing your best and have a solid relationship, spiritual relationship, whatever that looks like in your life, and then someone appears in your life and it feels like a blessing and a gift, then you know, like, oh, thanks God. Thank you, universe. I didn't think this existed, but it does. Okay, boom. Now you have found the one. That's how it feels. Last way is that they will fill your cup. They're going to water you. They're going to pour into you. They're going to fill your cup. They're not going to knock it over. The one that you're meant to be with is going to be nourishing to you. They're going to be a positive influence in your life. They are going to help you to heal and support you and uplift you, help correct you from a place of love, not from a prideful place, not from a pushy place. It's actually helping you so that you can be better and be healthier and be happier, be your own best self. They're pouring into you. You're becoming better since you've met them. You're elevating. Everything is flourishing in your life and you're feeling happier, you're looking better, you're healthier, like healthier in all ways, like mentally, emotionally. You are in a high vibe, high vibration, and you're feeling good about yourself. And you know, we're all here to love and to be loved. And so it feels so good to have a partner in your life that can pour into your cup and just be there for you, support you, be on the same team, and you guys water one another. Too many times in the world, people will be in a relationship and they act like they're enemies. Like they act like they don't even like each other, bickering back and forth, putting each other down, smearing each other on social media, and gossip and envy and malicious behavior, cheating back and forth, and oh, I hate you and you a-hole and all this crazy stuff. And it's like, why are y'all even together? Like, that is a toxic relationship, you know, and get yourself out of there. If you're going through anything like that, then it's not the one that you're really meant to be with. It doesn't mean you don't have love for that person, but it's like you want to remove yourself and take some time to heal. And that's why I talk about celibacy and things like that. It's like a cleansing process where you're like, you just focus on yourself and you're working on your own energy. You're connecting with the universe and you're diving into things like tarot, or you know, working on your body, working on getting your money up, your businesses, your family, friends. Like, you're taking a break from relationships to get to know yourself. And then when you are ready, you'll know that you've met the right person when they're filling your cup and they're protecting you from the crazy stuff and they're giving you good advice, you know, and that's really gonna benefit you and them. And yeah, so these are my thoughts on how you know that you've found the right person. They fill your cup with love and it overflows. You feel safe enough to love them and let them lead you. And your own love story becomes your favorite. And you see why it didn't work out with anybody else. You know, because when you find that right person, you're like, all the things in my life have led up to you. And it was all worth it, you know, for those moments, you know. And so let me know your thoughts on this video, you guys. I had to get all up in my feels for this one. Cancer season in full effect. And drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love and power and healing into your life. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video.